everybody. This is John Iannotti with my wife, Stephanie Iannotti. Together we're the Iannottis, a phrase that was coined by our mentor, Ron LeGrand, many years ago. And we just wanted to come to you today and talk to you about mentoring. We have a mentoring group that has been around now for the past 7 years. We started this in Butler, Pennsylvania. We grew it to the eastern coast of the United States, and now we've taken it the whole way across the United States and up into Canada as well. We have students all around the northern hemisphere.
I think one of the biggest things that people need to understand is why they need a mentor. And, you know, we started out our career back, in 2000 actually. So we're 10 years into the business, and we struggled initially because we didn't really have a mentor. And fortunately, we met Ron LeGrand and didn't mentor with him, but used his program. We had done many other courses too, but we found his to be the best that resonated with us. So once we did that, John, I mean, think about how quickly we grew once we had his program.
Oh, yeah.
But imagine what would it have been like for us if we would have mentored with him at that point in time. I mean, our first year in business, we did over $1 million. So I can't even imagine if we would have had a mentor,
Right.
what we would have done.
Yeah, because we didn't have access to somebody who like Ron, who could guide us and discuss deals with us, tell us possibly what might work, what won't work. And once we got close to someone who was a mentor to us and was able to tell us exactly what we needed to do, how to do it, our business just really catapulted straight through the roof.
You know, and that's where we came up with the idea. Once we actually had a mentor, we said, well, wait a minute, this is something that everybody needs to have, and in all facets of your life, not just real estate. We're talking,
Right.
you know, you need a coach for your personal life as far as physical fitness. You need a coach just about in every area of your life, and if you want to excel in that, it's really worth it. And I think that
True.
that's where our mentorship program was formed, because we thought, number one, if we can help people and be able to broaden their business and teach them things that we made mistakes and learned from,
Yes.
and it would possibly shorten their learning curve. So this is why we formed the mentorship program, and we now took some of our best students and have trained them to be mentors, which we think is a fantastic thing.
Yeah, it's the best way to do a mentor program. Because a lot of the mentor programs, coaching programs out there, these are just people off the street who are reading from a book.
Mm-hmm.
And
we did one of those,
yeah,
remember?
Yeah, we did do one of those way back when, and tried to get our money back. Well, that didn't work either. But anyhow, we decided we're going to do this differently. We want to be personally involved. We want to be hands-on, and we have a vested interest in your success. So our program has been very successful in creating real estate investors who are successful because of that. Because we're hands-on. We're actually doing. Our teachers and us are actually out there doing deals.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we've always said. You can't just talk the talk. You have to walk the walk.
Right.
And that's really important to us. Is that, you know, our students, of course, as we're training you, that we've already done these deals, so it's nothing new to us, and we've seen the areas where maybe you shouldn't do this, you know, and that gives you the ability to, again, cut the learning curve.
Good.
And I think what we need to do also, John, is maybe talk a little bit about where we came from, so people don't think, well, okay, here they are, these real estate people, they know what they're doing. We came from totally different backgrounds in real estate. I never really thought I'd ever be interested in real estate. I was an orthopedic technician for 24 years and a personal assistant to one of the top orthopedic surgeons in Pittsburgh. And that 24 years, I absolutely loved what I did. I never in a million years thought I would be leaving doing orthopedic technician work. And the medical field to me was a blessing because I got to do what I really love doing, which is help others.
Right.
And after 24 years of that, when John came to me and said, you know, I think that I want to do this, I was like, okay, go ahead. So, John, I'll let you take over from like where it went from then, where it evolved.
Well, I'm going to go back a few more years. Way back in my first life, I was a policeman, and I enjoyed what I did immensely. I couldn't even believe that they even paid me to do it, because I would have done it for free. I enjoyed it so much, and the part I really enjoyed was helping people, and that's what I did. But then, life happened, and when you've got a wife and 2 kids, and you're not making very much money, you gotta adjust. And what I did was, the best thing in our town at the time was the steel mill. So I went into the steel mill, and yeah, definitely I increased my income, but I also was away from my family for hours and hours on end, because it was unlimited overtime, and I was putting in 72, 80 hours a week for like 16 years. So that took a toll, and something had to give, and what gave was not only my marriage, but it was and that was to my previous wife, not you. And but what also gave was the fact that I had to decide on doing something different. And my job, I actually worked there 24 years. It was all right, but you know what? It just wasn't me. For 24 years, I didn't like what I was doing. So when I saw real estate investing, it was like, you know what? I want to try this. And with Steph's support, we did. And the rest is history. I mean, it's just gone crazy. The business ever since we started doing it.
It's kind of funny when I think back how you had to like pretty much force me to get out of my profession, which I truly loved. I mean, but John was like, Steph, I really need help. I can't run this business by myself. So I went part-time. And shortly after going part-time, I realized what I had been missing. I didn't realize that even though I loved what I was doing, that there was something out there called freedom. Yeah. And to me, freedom of being able to do what I want to do when I want to do it is worth just about everything.
Yes.
And I can tell you from my personal experience, just recently here in the past probably 4 years, my dad's health has not been well. My mom's health has not been well. And we have been able to go when we're needed. We're able to go to them and help them and be available for them and take them to doctor's appointments. And that to me has been a true blessing. Yes. To be able to have that ability to pick up and go. Whereas if I was at a job in Pennsylvania and my parents live down here in Florida where we live currently, there's no way we could do that.
Right. No,
there's a lot to be said for that.
That's it. I mean, no one telling you what you have to do when you got to do it. And you can't go do stuff like that to help people that you love because your job is more important. Well, no, it's not. And we're here to tell you that real estate was what did it for us, and what we would want to do for you is to show you that real estate can do it for you also.
Absolutely.
And the quickest way.
But you have to have passion.
Well, you got to have the passion. You got to have the desire. This is, if you're looking for a get-rich-quick kind of a thing, don't come to us.
Exactly.
Because we want movers and groovers, guys who are and girls who are going to get out there and actually do the business, not just pay a fee to get mentored or buy a course and expect to get results tomorrow. Yeah. You've got to take action. You've got to do something in this business. It's a business.
And you have to really have that passion of, you want to change your life, you want freedom, because all of that is obtainable. I mean, you absolutely can have whatever life you want, but you have to be in the game. Yeah. And that's one of the things that we teach our students is that you really have to have your head in the game. And, everybody's life circumstances are different. So, we know that if you have children, you've got many things that you've got to do with the children. And, this is all important, and family and children are very important.
Definitely.
But sit back and actually think about what the freedom of, once you got this operating correctly, because we're big on systems, and it really needs to be basically an autopilot system.
Right.
So that is, once you've got that system running and the income is coming in and you're doing very little because you have others leverage to do those things for you, that's where then you're able to be at every one of your child's soccer games, baseball games, football games, and that then becomes the freedom that allows you to do anything you want to do when you want to do it. And to us, that is the main goal. Yes, the money is awesome. You have to have the income.
Right.
But the freedom is truly the biggest benefit.
Well, and that's why we created the USA Real Estate Mentoring program, and that is why we've brought on more mentor teachers who are actually out there doing the business and doing it correctly, and teaching our students how to do it correctly so they can go out and become successful also. So we invite you to watch some of the other videos that are on the website here of some of the other mentor teachers, and of course we'll be posting more videos as needed. But come join us. We really would love to have you in the program.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter where you are in the country. We just happen to be in sunny Southwest Florida right now because this is where we live. We just recently moved from Butler, Pennsylvania, and if you need us to explain why, we don't like cold anymore, and
we do like the beach.
We do like the beach, and we like the warm temperatures. I mean, today it's probably 73 degrees. We sit right on the water.
Yeah.
We see the manatee and the dolphins coming up through here, and I
just saw about a 4-footer just go right past.
I did too. I just saw him too. But here's the thing: you too can live anywhere you want to live. You can do anything you want to do, and truly, we want to help be the vehicle that transports you to that position. So please, if you're interested and want to know more, we would love to talk with you personally. Go on our website. The website address is www.usarementoring.com.
Yes.
And please, look us up. Give us a shout. I think our email addresses are on there. Please just let us know where you are and where you'd like to be, and let's see if we can make a fit to work together.
Yes, because we don't, contrary to what some of the other programs do, we don't take anybody into the program. If there's an application process, and we want you to be someone who is driven and wants to succeed, and we also are looking for someone who's willing to learn and succeed. So if it's not a fit, we're not going to do the program with you. That's just the nature of the beast. We
it's how we chose to run.
It's how we want to do it.
We really want it to be a fit, and I'm big on karma. I mean, if I've always thought back to when I was in school, I learned the best from the teachers I liked. Well, that has to kind of be in almost anything. It's got to be a good fit. You have to be able to work well together, because for me to be able to push you, you need to be able to like me enough for me to push you.
Right.
So that's basically, and just so you get a better understanding of how John and I work, John is pretty much the mentor when it comes to the education part of structuring the deals and doing all that. He's a master. There is few people in this country that can do what John does, and fortunately we learned that well from our mentor Ron LeGrand, and because he is the master. But John has taken on those traits, and when it comes to motivation and organization and those ends of it, it's me, kind of more the office end of it, because I kind of keep everybody motivated and keep the office flowing correctly. And sometimes John says I'm his boss, but I try not to be his boss, but every once in a while it does happen.
Can you believe that? Can you believe it?
But truly, our goal is for you to accomplish your goals, so we would love to be able to help you with that. And with that being said, get on the website, take a look at it, www.usarementoring.com.
Yes.
And we would love to see you on the other side.
To your success.
To your success.